VOD, but I'm not fully understanding of what exactly goes on with this one. So we're gonna go. Yeah, we can go and laugh through it together. We're not gonna laugh at you though. This is a judgment-free zone. Okay, it's a judgment-free zone. So I'm gonna give you a call right now.
Hello.
Lexi, how's it going?
It's going good. How about you?
Excellent. I'm a little tired. You know, these VODs take a lot out of me, so
Yeah,
bear
I work
bear
with
with me.
kids all day, so I feel ya.
Nice. What do you do? Are you at ECE or what do you do?
Right now I'm just like a camp counselor at a summer school with kindergarten through fifth grade.
Okay. So yeah, young kids, a lot of patience.
Yeah.
Cool. And you're a bit of a streamer yourself. You do that on the side?
Yes, I do.
Awesome. Okay. Well, I'm going to give you a round of applause.
Thank you.
All right. So, Lexi, tell me why Valorant? What got you to start playing Valorant?
Um, Honest, I don't really know. So I didn't start I didn't start gaming till I was like 18, so 2 years ago during the lockdown.
Nice.
And then eventually, like, I finished my PC like last December and learned keyboard and mouse, so I'm not that good, but it's fun.
Okay. Were you playing any other gaming before, like console or anything like that, or just like this is like
Uh,
purely new to you?
I had a PlayStation, so I played Call of Duty, but that's about it.
Okay. The World War II ones, or are we talking about like the more new
Modern
ones?
Warfare.
Oh, okay. No, that's fine. I like COD 2. Mine was my favorite was COD 2. Then after that I felt like it was just getting redundant, but hey, if you liked it, that's great. I'm not going to judge you for that. So that's cool. All right. So, and then you didn't know exactly what brought you to Valorant, but you ended up getting a PC, start streaming, doing all that good stuff. That's awesome. What are your goals in Valorant? What are you looking to do?
Um, I'm just looking to improve. I feel like a noob a lot, and I'd like to get better.
A noob a lot. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything in particular that you feel you struggle with the most?
Um, I really personally think my biggest issue is aim,
Okay.
but also I feel like I'm pretty dumb with peeking and placement.
Okay. So mostly mechanical things we want to look at today. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. What rank are we playing at here?
This is plat. So,
Plat.
yeah, platinum 1.
Okay. The biggest issue I see with platinum players is inaction. You have
Mhm.
an opportunity to do something, but you hold back from it. It could be from fear, it could be from being overly passive and not wanting to be aggressive. How's it going, Maverick? Welcome in. Thank you so much. Oink Hub, thank you so much for the follow. We're not worthy, but you are now. Thank you so much for coming in. Yeah, it's usually an inaction. It's like, oh, we could have done that right there. It's kind of like we're just holding back. We're not taking the game into our own hands, right? So let's see what's going on. We're playing KJ. Awesome. So we're setting up our utility. First thing I'm going to say is I'm not a big fan of that particular nade. I would say
Okay.
your lane is probably going to be better for you because you're able to cut off a lot of the entryways. So let's say, for example, they rush into B right now.
Mhm.
You can definitely blow it up there, but they can plant anywhere else. They don't have to plant on the boxes, right? A lot of people probably think that, hey, you know what? I'm going to plant on default, or I'm gonna place my bombs here on default because they're gonna have to plant there. But they have a whole site where they can plant, right? And a lot of people will default to that spot and call it a default plant because it's like the only place that they plant, right? But if they're critically thinking, they can go wherever they want. So that's one thing. So I would say
Okay.
that this is actually not a terrible one. I think it could be good for a post plant, but I think they're gonna break it before it becomes an issue. So I would say that your nades that you could place, one could be on the switch. That's a possibility because people always
Mhm.
go to switch to try to bring the door down. The other ones that you want to consider doing is the lane area. Okay, so I like where your turret is. Is there any higher quality on this one? No, there isn't. Sorry about the quality, guys. The turret is good for identifying if they're coming here, but you can literally, as a KJ, solo hold this site. Okay, based on where you place your utility. Okay. Any questions on that so far?
No, I agree completely.
Okay. I would just take your knife and put it in your pocket and take your gun out here. Just
Yeah,
small thing.
it's gonna be an issue.
Okay. I just, you know, you never want to take a knife to a gunfight, right? Okay, so they're taking A right now, it looks like. They can't be mid, so you're good there. The other thing we need to look at is, you know, what comp are they running? So we have a neon that's probably going to be aggressive in your face. They're probably going to be very aggressive with this kind of comp altogether, right? They'll have the omen smoke setting them up. They're going to be jetting in. They're going to be neoning running in. So there's going to be a lot of aggro push rounds here. We're probably going to end up seeing at some point, probably next round, because we're in plat right now, where typically what will happen is we go one site, then we go to the other site, then we go one site, then we go to the other site. You're probably going to see a rush on your site next round. That's my prediction. Could be right, could be wrong. We'll see. But they're going to be very aggressive off the hop. So you want to be putting your utility on the next round in positions that will catch them off guard, because they're going to be trying to take space really, really quickly on you.
Okay. Can you flash in a second? Let me know when.
Not bad. Not bad. I'll give it to you. That's not bad at all. The turret, yeah. I mean,
I don't know.
I'm okay with it. Dink, are you there? Like, what do you think about the turret? I don't think it's that bad, honestly. It's okay. I would have peeked with the flash instead of throwing the turret, but
Yeah.
you
Kind of hoping my turret would become available quicker than that, but I was a little slow with it.
So it's a timing thing. I think you just, in this case, you probably just peek with the flash, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you end up making it work. The one thing that I'm going to say as a mechanic thing is that do not peek something you're not ready to take a fight for. So when you did this, there's a whole animation. You know, your hands are in your pants. You're trying to take it out right now, but it's not out yet, right? So that would be the one piece of feedback that I have for you on that one right there. Okay.
Okay.
I think there's an order of operations. Holy shit, nice shot for a plat player. There's an order of operations that you want to have when it comes to dealing out your utility, right? The utility actually could have been used earlier as a way of just kind of figuring out where they're at, right? Because they're going to shoot the turret, and that's when you can strafe out and use the turret. Fall back, have him flash out, and then you swing out with the flash as well, right? So order of operations. And he actually should have flashed over top so that you could have peeked with the flash, right? So if we go back, this is not on you, but something that you can think about as a Sky player, if you ever decide to play Sky and they want to push in, you flash over top here. They can't see, you can't see the flash, they can see the flash. And that's when you can swing out. All right, anyways, we'll move on.
Sorry about the quality. I have like a potato computer.
It's okay, no worries. Leo Wong, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you. We're not worthy, you are now. Thank you so much for coming by. Okay, so you're doing the same setup. And this is what concerns me, because if we're playing at this low elo, I've seen so many times like, okay, we're going to rush A, now we're going to rush B, we're going to rush A. It's going to be an aggressive take based on the comp that you're playing, right? You're playing two duelists that want to move, and you have your Omen who's going to flash you in. You have your KO's going to flash you in. Chamber's probably just going to fuck off and just do some sort of long range thing, right? And place. So let's see what they do. Oh, you 4-spot here. Ooh, did everyone else buy?
I think so. Pretty sure.
Okay, let's see. As long as you guys are all forcing together, that's fine.
You guys want to force or safe?
What do you ask?
Force it, I guess.
Good idea, good idea.
Yeah, not bad, because you got, 3 or 4 kills that last round, so it's worth it. It's okay. So let's see what they do. There's Chamber doing. Oh.
Yep, I know. It's bad.
I love your knife. I don't want to see it.
Okay.
I don't want to. Jesus. You could be dead. They could be lurking you right now. Stressful. Okay, we're good. All right, they could be in through B main right now. Could be there. I also like that knife. Tyler's like, I like that knife too. They could have walked in on you here. So you need to be fading in and out to get information, seeing if they're there. Fading that, kind of like that. Fade in and
Okay.
out, get
A
information.
little more, maybe.
You don't need to take a fight, right? Just remember,
Okay.
you don't need to take a fight, but you can just like be like, oh, they're coming into B, they're coming into B. And if you bait them into your utility on lane, let's say you're not going to switch it over to lane, then it's like, okay, easy kills, and you just stay alive. You are in an anchor position. As a Killjoy, you are anchor. If you remember what we were just seeing in the last VOD review, what is the rule for an anchor? What is the role of the anchor?
Are we talking about existing?
Existing, exactly.
Yes.
Right? So you don't need to take a fight. You can maybe hit a couple headshots and fall back, sort of thing. You don't need to kill anybody, but you just need to exist. And Killjoy is the perfect character for that role. I think you should unbind your knife.
Yeah.
I think you should unbind it.
It's going to be a big issue.
I think you should unbind it. I think that might be a thing. I mean,
Okay.
for your stream, they probably want to see that knife and be like, "Oh my God, she's got a nice, you got a knife. I want that knife, right?" It might lower your view count, but honestly, it'll lower your death count too, probably.
Yeah.
Oh my lordy! He could be there. He could be there. He could be there. He could. Okay. I wasn't looking. I'm sorry. I was so worried about you pulling your knife out. I wasn't even looking at the mini map there. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. I disagree with unbinding the knife.
Sometimes it makes you move a little quicker.
You can move quick with your pistol too.
True.
You can move quick with your pistol. I think it's only like a second or two of a difference with movement, depending on what the pistol you got. The alarm bot there, at that point, they're already out.
I know.
They're already out, right? So
I was just hoping, because my thought process on that is sometimes they like back up a little because they get scared of it. So I was hoping they'd back up into the nade kind of thing.
Oh, you won the first round. My bad. I thought you lost the first round. And definitely you won a buy on a Spectre in the second round. What am I thinking?
You're good.
So here's that B take. And they're not out. Okay, you smoked them out. That's why. Fade in and out. You can actually, whenever there's a smoke up, you can kind of just hold that. You can hold that angle.
Alright, coming out now.
Except for when they do that. Good kill.
I did 116 with the nade. I wanna say that.
Oh, did you hit someone through the wall on that? Is that a thing?
Well,
Muff butt.
yeah.
Tyler,
Yeah.
thanks so much. Okay, so you can hit someone through that. Okay, they didn't know that. That's a new thing for me. Typically you put them on the lane, but I haven't seen that hurting someone. I didn't know that can hit you through the wall. So that's good. Cool. I learned something new. Thank you. You taught me. All right. So this fight is disadvantageous to you, right? Because it's longer range, right? Versus a rifle, right? The other option I was thinking that you could do in the situation was to walk through right here and go into switch and start flanking.
Okay.
She might be in there, but I don't mind you taking that close range fight against a Vandal or a Phantom. Yeah, I don't mind that. It works out for you. You get your frag. It's a 3v2. Can't knock it. It worked.
Nice.
And you got another round win. And a huge round win at that, because now financially they're in the tubes, right?
Yeah.
So this is all good. Okay. I wonder if they're going to patch that nade where you can't damage people through the wall.
I hope not.
Yeah, all you got to do is throw your stuff on lane at that point. It could be used as a deterrent, right? So if they end up breaking it, then it's just like, okay, I know you're there, right? Worst case scenario, they break it, you know they're there. So I think playing around with your utility placement would be pretty good here. But other than
Okay.
that, it's okay. We're going to move ahead. You're going to win this round probably pretty easily. Yeah. No, nothing to talk about there. Let's move around. Don't be afraid to move the turret around a little bit. See, this is a good one. I
Okay.
like this nade. I like that nade. That's good. Move the turret around a little bit. Sometimes throw it into logs, right?
Okay.
Because what guys will do, like higher teams will do, is they'll identify that that's where it is, and they'll start destroying it, right? And they'll peek out,
Yeah.
they'll break it before you become an issue. Okay, the only thing here is that we're kind of working against what the team is trying to do right now.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
not helping them. I'm kind of just, if they get in there, maybe I'll help, but like, I'm not helping keep them off right now.
Yeah, so your Sky wants to play aggressive right now. So what I'd actually suggest too, and you're not going to be able to do this kind of coordination, but what the right move would have been was you played A here and Reyna plays with the Sky, and that way they can play aggressive on B main, right? You're not going to have that level of coordination or setting up in this level, so that's totally fine. So what you could have done here, or what you should have done, I think, in my opinion, would have been to place your utility around the entrance and play aggressive with the Sky and go for the frag and then fall back. And when they come in, that's when you pop the utility. You might be able to pop another kill or two, right?
Okay.
There's a bunch in there right now. So if they're going to run through the smoke, you'll be able to pop the alarm bot and then all of your nades. That was a really bad ult on your Sky's part. It's kind of a useless ult altogether. We already know they're in B main. Okay, they're going to rotate to A. Brimstone's about to get a fight either on mid or they're going to go up cat on him. There he is. They're up cat. They're going to A. Reyna should not have... What is Reyna's job as a anchor?
Exist.
Yep. Should not have taken this fight. Should actually have been sitting in hell right now, waiting to get a multi-frag. There's a small chance they could jump into heaven on you right now. You'll probably take a fight on box. Let's see how you put your crosshair for this. Okay. Not the best, right? So if we go back, Leo, sorry, let me read this real quick. I've seen your videos on TikTok and decided to finally check it out on stream. How's it going? But I just wanted to ask, do you only coach through VOD? I have a decent PC. I always get around 240 FPS, but I've never gotten VODs to work well. Either makes my game feel a little off or looks bad. I have no issues with streaming my game though. If you stream your game and you save the VOD in your Twitch, you can send it to me through that as well. Add me to Discord. It's this one. Sorry.
I actually do have this on my Twitch if it might be better quality. I accidentally streamed
Oops.
it, so if you maybe want to switch to my Twitch VOD, it might be better, but this works too.
This is okay. It's totally fine.
Okay.
I'm just responding to Leo Wong who asked me a question in there. You can add me to Discord. We can talk about my services then and there and then. Okay. So yeah. So as I was going through this, so there's a good chance with 5 people left on the site right now that you're probably taking a fight on the jump up box. A good potential chance. So your crosshair placement should be pretty much against this smoke, and then you're going to strafe straight out into it, right? Instead of flicking around. So this is where you take a fight right here, right? So we need to clear that out first. Low chance they're in that smoke. Low chance they're here right now. Okay. So your next fight is going to be on dice.
Yeah.
Dice is the boxes in the middle here. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. No.
Nobody dice. You swung it. You're lucky, and now your next fight was on A main. Okay. I didn't get to see how everything is, but it looks like there's one on catwalk right now. Probably one on Gen. Probably one underneath you, and there's probably 2 on A main.
Jets main.
Okay. So I think for here with you is just identifying where you're going to have your fights and crosshair placement accordingly. Whenever you're in a smoke and you're not 100% sure, best pickup line, I'm not going to do that right now. Someone redeemed the best pickup line. I will do that in a second. Okay. No, I'm not gonna do it right now. I can't do it right now. I'm too focused. Okay, so whenever you're in a smoke and you're not really sure where to be aiming your crosshair, look at your mini map and see where the point is right here.
Uh-huh.
You can just direct it to the spot, and then you can strafe out into it, so you know exactly where you're
Okay.
supposed to be aiming. Okay, especially if you're on rotate, which you are, it's a little bit easier to do that. Okay.
Yeah. That's man.
So yeah, you died on that fight, but you also peaked about 7 angles that you could have died on. And the reason why you didn't win that fight is because subconsciously you know that you're in danger from so many angles that you didn't clear
Yeah.
out. So you didn't have the confidence to make that swing. You didn't have the confidence to make that peak.
Mm-hmm.
Something bad. Yeah, get in the habit of using your tab key as much as you possibly can. We have 2 duelist alts here. Okay. Whenever we have a duelist alt with neon, expect a big push, right? Expect a big rush
Yeah.
on something. Expect that space will be taken, right? Really quickly. I'd like to see you starting to challenge B main a little bit more, right? KJ is not the best option to do that, but definitely switching it up a little bit, having different characters playing more aggressive would be a good idea. Okay, no, nothing towards B main at all. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you have a couple options. You could move up if you wanted to and tuck yourself into a corner. You could do that if you wanted to try to get a multi-frag. That's a possibility. As long as your sky is ready to trade off you, you can work on that. You guys could push right through and see if you can get some map control. Right now we have mid control completely. We have nothing seen on tiles, and you guys by moving up here and throwing a flash through here and identifying there's no one there, you know for sure that they can only be one place, and where's that going to be?
Hey.
A. And like I said before, we have alts on duelists that they're going to push pretty hard on. So I'm willing to guess this flash was kind of shallow, which was not the greatest flash to identify if there's someone there, but I'm willing to guess that this is going to be an A push right now, just based on the information that we know. And even if I'm wrong, right, even if I am wrong, it's still a good assumption to make. That being said, you're still in a threat that someone could lurk you here.
Breaking door.
I don't mind this, actually. I like what you're doing, breaking that. Okay, so your neon's there. I would be very concerned about a B push now. This is actually really good. If they're coming B, you're in a position where you can back off and you can exist. This is a really good spot where you can do single 1v1s. This is really good.
B main. Couple B main.
Good. This is really good. Just stay alive as long as you can. You can probably get a multi-frag here. Okay, take your time. You actually might not even have to shoot this neon. Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, there's only one person left.
Spike on me.
Okay, he's on B. Your turret has identified that. You can stay boathouse. Stay boathouse and just exist.
On me. Okay.
Your team needs to rotate for you. As soon as you die here, if you do die, then he's going to have a free site to plant on. Look at the distance that your teammates are at right now. Your goal is to give them time to get in position so that they can win a 2v1 if you don't win this fight. This is really good. This is really good. Actually, you know what's funny? No, never mind. It was a different VOD. But yeah, this was really good. Really good. Solid. That was some high level shit.
I'd reposition there because I figured Neon would tell him on Boathouse, and I got a little scared, so I figured I'd reposition.
Yep. That's good. It's good. I think it's a fantastic play that you did. The thing that I really liked is that you hugged the box and you took a more advantageous fight when you knew you had the frag. You didn't swing right now. A lot of people with ego would swing right now, right? But you said, okay, I'm going to wait. I'm going to play the timer. I'm fine. There's a free kill for me. Right?
Yeah.
One thing I would look at, because you want to deal with your mechanics, go into your stats, it's your settings, and set up shooting error graph on the top right. In this respect right here, you'll be able to identify when you are moving and shooting. So when you go over your VODs, you'll be able to say, oh, hang on, I was actually moving there. Now I know why I missed that shot. right? So shooting error in your stats is a really, really good tool to just like have it recorded while you're doing your VODs, and you go back, you're like, fuck, why did I miss that shot? And then you replay it back, like, oh, I was moving on those shots. Okay, makes sense. So it's a really good tool to get feedback on. There you go. You're varying up your turret.
Yeah.
Varying up your turret placement. I really like logs as another option too, right?
Okay.
I like that, Nate, because you know how wide they've been sprinting across this thing. They haven't been jumping down here. They've been going across. So that's good. Still have Neon ult. Still have Chamber ult. I think are they on an eco here? I didn't see. Oh, let's go. Did you hit tab?
I'm not sure.
Okay, get into the habit of hitting tab. Your tab should actually be open for at least, I'd say, 5 to 10 seconds every round.
Okay.
Because you need to know what you're going to get hit with. It also helps me understand exactly what's going on.
Okay.
And I can tell you what to expect on a round when I know what's coming up. Alts are also shown at the top of the record. Yep. Alts. So just so that you know, anytime that there is a yellow marker, that means that they're ready with their ult. Okay.
Oh, I had no clue.
Good. So that's a good little learning for you. When it turns green, that means they've activated their ult. Other pieces of information that you might not be aware of, you can't see it right now, but anytime you're moving, there's a faint circle.
Oh yeah, I know that one.
You know that one? Cool.
They can hear me, yeah.
Okay, awesome. There's a few other ones that we'll identify as well as we go through it. Lots of information that could be told on that stuff. These circles obviously are your distance for how much your utility is going to be active and effective.
Yep.
So for you, knowing that, okay, you're going to go for this. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's okay. It's all right.
I kind of messed up on this one. I got a little too excited.
Can you spam this, guys? I think you can spam this. I could be wrong. Someone in chat confirm for me. Can that be spammed? I think it can. I think they can shoot it through the gen. Like if they're going to shoot it right through there. Could be wrong.
So. I usually place it in tree. I kind of jump the gun.
So the tree corner can be spammed as well, and this has been fixed recently. That could be spam. Yeah. That could be spammed as well. So you want to back it up off of the corner a little bit if you're going to do it that way. Wall bangable? Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like wall bangable. That's what I figured.
Yep. I just jumped down and got excited.
You could just stay here. You don't have to come down.
Yeah. Knife out too.
I think the worst part is you take your knife out.
Yep.
There's a muscle memory here that we need to break.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a layer of excitement when you get a frag. Is that right?
Yeah, I've been doing really bad recently, so when I get a kill, I get like really excited, I guess, and just jump the gun.
How do you identify that you're playing bad?
I guess like it's like bottom fragging a lot, but I also noticed that I tend to fill a lot because I've not been as confident, and I know like that for me is an issue, but at the same time I kind of just keep filling because I'm like stuck in this like cycle of bottom fragging while filling. So then I'm scared to like lock an agent, and I'm like, oh, what if I bottom frag and ruin it for everyone else again, kind of thing.
Okay, so you're going in with the mentality that you're already defeated.
Yeah.
That's what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. There's a few things that you can do to fix this, right? The first one would be to play a shit ton of unrated and just have a lot of fun and just get used to it and just have fun with it and then let that go. But I think you also need to just let go of the pressure of the moment, the pressure of the actual game itself.
Yeah.
You know, I talked about this in one of my the videos on TikTok about how like things are just overrated. You know, how is Valorant overrated? How is winning this game overrated? Okay, because the pressure is the win versus the loss. So I want you to tell me what is overrated about winning this game.
Like, I don't know. It's nothing. Like, it's just a game, really. Like,
It is just a
it
game
doesn't
for
mean
sure.
anything.
Is it possible that you could, if you were to top frag this game, for example,
Mm-hmm.
is it possible that you could earn more enemies than friends?
Um, I guess I'm not really sure how to answer that one.
It's possible for sure
Yeah.
because there could be people who are envious of you being a top fragger, right?
Yeah.
So those people could be like, "Oh, you know what? I want to dump on that person because he or she is doing really well, right?" You know,
Yeah.
in certain points in our life, we might be successful and there's going to be people that are looking at us and saying, "You're the reason why I'm not doing well. You're the reason
Mm-hmm.
why I don't have this or that in my life," right? So we need to identify how this game, we can just throw out ideas out there that this game or anything along those lines is actually overrated. Being successful in the game is overrated, right? Let's say, for
Yeah.
example, you become a pro player. How is becoming a pro player overrated? Think of some of the negatives, the cons of being a pro player.
Um, you are in the public eye, so everyone, well, not everyone, but there are going to be a lot of people that hate on you or say, "Oh, I'm better than you. You're not that good," kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. How
There's
about,
just,
sorry, go ahead, continue.
I was just saying that there are going to be a lot of haters, kind of thing, maybe.
Mm, yeah, and to piggyback off of that, how about if you don't play well in a particular game? How are people going to react to you?
Not well.
Yeah, right. They're gonna target you. They're gonna say, "Well, you're doing bad, so I should be on the team and you should be down. You're holding me down," right?
Yeah.
Right. How about walking to the grocery store with the fact of the matter that you're 6.9 million followers on your TikTok or your Instagram and all that stuff. How is it like when you walk into the grocery store and people can see you? You've lost your anonymity. How is that going to feel? You're never going to feel like you're alone, right? You can never have
Yeah.
that time to yourself. You've lost that ability, right? So how is that overrated, right? Same idea here. Winning this game, sure, it would be great, but there's overrated parts to it, right? So we don't need to be thinking about this as like a dire need to win this game. It's not that big of a deal. It's not going to affect the universe as we know it, right? And it's
Hmm.
also not going to touch your highest potential as a player. It won't touch your
Yeah.
highest potential, right? This one game will not make or break your ability to play really well. Okay. Let me
Yeah.
ask you a question. Have you played well before?
Yes.
So you have the potential to play well again. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. So by you going out there, you have as equal potential to play well as you do playing not well. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, right now, no matter what happens, this will not affect you as a player long term. What this will do is give you the opportunity to learn, to improve, to get better. It's not about losing the game, it's about what did I learn in this moment. So if
Hmm.
you want to auto lock something and insta lock on something, go for it. I want you to learn truth through experience on this, right? Go for it and
Yeah.
take the risk, if you will. There is no risk because you are here to learn. You are at this rank right now because they place you at this rank for you to learn specific lessons. And that's going to be one of the lessons. Don't run away from the lessons, engage in the lesson.
Okay. Cubes.
Take the
Nice.
pressure off yourself and just have fun with the
Good
process.
fucking try. Yeah. Oh, that was so close.
All right, we're playing A.
Yeah, I figured that since they were going there more, I might be a little more useful on that site. I hear one A, man.
Probably, man, for sure.
Yep, smokes.
Omen smokes. You hear one running across. There's 2 for sure. Probably 3. Okay. You're about to be revealed. What you want to do is don't swing wide because you're probably seeing 3 or 4 people here. Okay?
Yeah.
Individually swing on the pathways that they're going to be running into the bomb site in. Put yourself in their shoes. If you are running into a site like this, okay, where do you run?
Probably towards Jen or Dice. Straight.
Okay. So, instead of, there's another one, they usually go this way too sometimes, right around here. Instead of peeking this angle and swinging out, I want you to peek this angle.
Okay.
Peek the off angle. So your crosshair should be right here. You're going to strafe out this direction, and you're going to fight just under the turret.
Okay.
Okay? You're fighting that fight. And then once you've killed that guy, you then fall back, and you're going to re-peek that angle in front of Jen for a second fight. You kill that guy, and then you're going to fall back, and you're going to re-peek that second angle again.
Okay.
Or that first angle again. Take the fight there. If you die, you die. That's fine. If you get a frag, all of a sudden that's 3 kills. By that time, someone has run in through this way, and you've died from him. And that's okay, because you got 3.
Okay.
Okay? So, the key here is that we don't want to peek the on angle, which is A main. Do not peek the on angle. Peek the pathways that people are going to run into. Because what they're worried about, if you put yourself in their shoes, when you're running in, there's a stage where you are completely frantic. It's usually when you're running in, you're like, I gotta look here, I gotta look here, I gotta look here, I gotta look here, I gotta look here. Like, everyone's freaking out, right? So you keep your cool, and you peek the pathways to which they're going to be running in.
Yeah.
Let's see what you do. So you're playing completely passive. So I can see where your confidence is coming from, because you've probably done the A main peek and seen yourself get punished for it. So this is the opportunity where you're like, let me peek the shallow angles as opposed to those deep angles. Okay. If you wait here, they've identified you here. They know you're here. They're going to come all around you right now. So now we're getting into a situation where the enemy is not in front of you. Okay. Okay. That nade serves a few purposes. One, clearing out potential angles you can be in. Now they're saying there's a high chance you're probably on Dice.
Yep.
There's the angle that I wanted you to fight. Okay? Because if you think about it, look what he's doing. He has to fight Heaven. He has to worry about back gen, which he doesn't have to worry about anymore, because when we have this wall up here, we had a nade being placed there. And then this angle right here he has to worry about. He also has to worry about someone being really weird and holding this angle back here and swinging out this way. Or being up top on Heaven. Or being under Hell and swinging out on Hell. Right on the right side of Dice. So they're not ready for this fight. And that's what makes it easy for you to win, because you're peeking the pathway. You're not peeking A main. And you're lucky because you did peek A main here. But you used the neon wall. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And you could have got the 3K, literally how we drew it up.
80 on neon, Jen. 20 on jet.
Okay, let's move ahead.
That was funny to watch.
Oh, was there something?
He was just spraying and like this right here.
God. Okay, yeah, that's pain. It's painful. It's painful. Okay, we're on an eco. When we're on ecos, we want to try to close the distance. We want to try to get something going. We want to take closer range fights.
Amen.
Let's watch this again.
Amen.
This is an easy one. Did you know about this angle being a thing?
I did, but I wasn't anticipating it.
Okay, so your first peek. Vance, how's it going, buddy? Thank you so much. Your first peek, clear this, then fade back in, clear that.
Okay.
If you want to take that fight.
55 on Omen. Pushing. They're like all aiming.
Okay, we'll move ahead.
Oh my. On TikTok, we were gonna do like, hello.
That's where
Oh,
I
that's-
realized
you-
I was
you give me a
streaming.
shout out?
Doing gameplay for,
No, you're
Valorant
fine.
on TikTok. We were
It's
gonna do,
just,
like, a
that's where I
collab.
realized I was
He
streaming. I
wanna
looked
coach me.
over and I saw chat and I'm like, oh.
Oh
my
shit!
I thought I was recording gameplay, but no, I'm streaming. Hello. Oh, that's so funny.
All right, we'll move ahead.
Are you? a little
Standard
nervous.
buy, and you
To be
got.
quite honest.
Okay, so it's a full buy for you. Going A again. So the other thing that you can think about too, right? With knowing the pathing that people are going to play, right? When they're going into the sites, you can set up your utility to counter those common paths that people take. Right? You can set up your utility on those pathways. You don't necessarily have to put them on the bomb or anything like that.
Alright.
You just throw them on.
Don't mind if I ignore chat
Put that
right
back up.
now. It is
You just throw them on the
protection.
spots that you feel that, you know, people are going to path into the bomb site. And you can counter it that way. So that when you
Yeah.
peek out those angles, they're already being damaged, right? It's like the same thing you did when you were over on B lane peeking that Omen and killing him,
No one's pushing
right?
me.
They were being damaged by that nade over here.
Mhm.
And then when you strafed out, it's a much more easier fight for you. Are you looking at your phone right now?
Yeah.
Okay. So you heard my
Why
rule about looking at your phone.
daydreaming?
The
Yep, I
KJ
heard
main. Yeah, it's literally the KJ. This is the KJ main meme right here. This is literally like, okay, I'm just gonna chill. I'm just gonna send a text off. You know, this is cool.
How long have I been streaming? 13 minutes. Okay, like this whole game then.
Yeah. So this is distraction,
kinda funny.
right?
Yep.
It's a big distraction, and we have no idea what the heck is going on right now. We have no
No
idea
clue.
what's going on. We have no idea where people could be. Our eyes have been off the screen.
I was just really flustered that I was streaming and I could not shut up or not stop focusing on that fact.
Yeah.
Smoke say, knife day. Coming out.
Okay. It's a 5v3. I do not want to see you swing this smoke right now. And I have a feeling you're going to. You don't know where they are.
I probably will.
I have a feeling you're going to swing this. And don't do it. It's 5v3. You got plenty of time on the clock. Let them plant the bomb. Everyone retakes together.
Day.
Don't do it. Please don't do it. Okay. You didn't do it. Good. This is the case where in action, see, your teammate just swung that. And they said, here, have a Christmas gift. We're going to make it statistically better for you by me dying here. Right? They cannot win. I mean, they have to multi-frag to be able to get back into this round to be able to win. They have to multi-frag. Right? So if the only way that they're going to do that, if we all get together and we all push together, you're going to take a 5v3 fight. We statistically should win that. Oh, that was so close.
Yeah, that made me mad.
This is where shooting error on the top right would help you a lot.
Okay.
Because then you're going to get the answer right away. You know, why the hell did I miss that shot? That shouldn't have happened. Right? We were moving. We were moving here. Okay? And it was just a matter of like a split second where you just didn't stand still.
Yeah.
And the other thing is that you hit him through the box, which is
Yeah.
BS, but that's the way the game works. You got Valoranted here. Right.
144.
Yes.
Okay, oh, nice. 30 neon.
but your shooting pattern was off because you shot while still trying to stand still.
Mhm.
Okay.
Good job.
So those are the two things for that round, is that you played it well by playing the passive role. I think you're a very passive player, and that's very good. Like, it works really well with Killjoy, right?
Yeah.
I would like to challenge you to start playing
I'm still so
Jet,
embarrassed. How the heck
Reyna,
did that
Neon,
happen?
something very aggressive that's going
I
to be
do
opposite.
I play Jet on unrated and usually do pretty decent. I'm just like
I swore I clicked
terrified
record,
of comp.
And then my like Val chat
Then what you could do
covered my
is
whole
get
screen.
another account.
I
Okay.
And
think
just,
I was
if
streaming.
you're worried about doing it
That's kinda
at all, it might be because it's your main, right?
Mhm.
Get an account where you can just practice and just play around a little bit and just try different things on comp, because your level of competition is so much more higher in comp. It's the value is higher playing that if you want to get
Yeah. Okay.
better. But that's like a crutch again, right?
Mhm.
Where am I now?
We gotta remember it's not a bad thing to be like not a high rank right now. It's not a
Yeah.
bad thing. So yeah, this right here could be spammed unless things have changed recently where they've modified it. They used to be able to be spammed right through the box. You're probably our wall. You're not gonna see that probably happen. Yeah, they're gonna go wine. He's wine. Both wine.
Ah, my aim! 74 Neon.
Were you ready? Were you ready for that fight?
Yes and no. Like, I knew they were there, but I kind of just running guns. I didn't like. I don't even know. I don't even know how to describe that.
Close door, close door, close door.
He doesn't have enough time to get out this way. He has to go to wine.
Yeah.
And I think the other one had to go to wine too. So, crosshair placement right here. They're not going to push you. They can't push you. They have to be in this corner.
Yeah.
They can't push you right now because they're going to get trapped. So, crosshair placement should actually have been right around here. And then you strafe straight out with a D, and then you hit them right in the head right away.
Mhm.
Okay. So, because you weren't there, you had to flick.
Yeah.
You have to make a raw adjustment.
74 Neon.
And your target choice was the issue too,
Uh-huh.
right? So it wasn't your aim. It was because you went, I'm going to shoot Neon. Oh, wait. I'm going to shoot KO.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. I'm going to shoot Neon. Oh, I just luckily got one.
Ah, my aim!
Mhm.
74 Neon.
So it was target selection.
Okay.
Shot him right in the legs. Hi, Mav.
It was also a threat assessment. The Neon had no threat on the first little peak there.
Yeah.
That's going to be experience of you just playing more. That's ultimately what it's going to be. Target selection comes with time.
Mhm.
If you watch, there's a TikTok video I have where I'm flanking on a main, like cave, on Breeze. I don't know if you've seen it. I choose the chamber because chamber is going to have to be the kill. I could have swung to the right and killed the Viper, but the Viper was already shooting at someone. So I figured, okay, he can't hear me. He probably isn't like calculating them back there. He's not a threat right now. I'll strafe out and I'll shoot the Sova who's droning. This is going to be an easy free kill for me, right? So kill him. I identify that there is a Phoenix straight ahead. I ignore him purposely. His back is turned to me. The next threatening person to my existence is that Viper. So I shoot the Viper, strafe out again, and kill the Phoenix. That is target selection. There's a video, you should look at that so you can see it and study that a little bit.
Okay.
Right? There's some people that have watched that and told me, like, why didn't you shoot the Phoenix? Your crosshair was on him. Like, because there was no threat there. There was no threat there. And I needed to get rid of that Viper. Well, that's something that you'll figure out with time. Right? Because if you start thinking about that right now, it's going to slow you down like crazy.
Okay.
It's not a big deal to be covering right now.
I don't know if anyone's watching it. on Sky.
No, never mind. I was gonna say you could go through mid, but it's too late now. It's 3v2. Okay, let's see where you're gonna rotate.
Archer tree.
Yep. If they were there, I'd be toast.
Yeah, with a knife. I'm also a little worried about this play. Like, you're moving up a little too far right now. Neon was spotted on catwalk. We don't need to be here. Right? We don't need to be taking this peek either. You know, this could be... There's still 1 minute left on the clock here. They could easily take this kill and make it a 2v2. There's a threat here. We don't have to take a fight here. This is actually where you want to be passive, where you've been normally playing.
My Val friends.
3v1. He's most likely A main right now, right? But regardless, this is another thing that I feel like you didn't really have to do this.
I'm watching Cat.
He's A main.
Good job. Yeah, I thought I was just recording.
Okay, so let's watch
to send to a
pistol
Val
round.
to analyze, but nope, I accidentally clicked.
Oh, this is a bad round.
Why is it a bad round?
He's on TikTok. He said
We kind of just stood there and took all their util and just got pooped on.
I've been okay, Destiny. How about you? Boom boy.
Okay, so there's probably a smoke on A main, and you guys run through the smoke.
I don't really remember. I just remember getting spammed, and we didn't like ever actually push. We kind of just stood A main and took it.
Okay, so Neon's taking space right now. Could be in wine. Could be pushing up.
One's wine, I'm pretty sure.
You identify that? That's good. You have 2 seconds. You can wait to throw your nade in there if you wanted. To clear out wine. You don't have a nade? Oh, you do have a nade. Okay. Okay, so you're good. You have KO. Let me go back a bit. Let's look at what we got going on here. You have KO, Neon, and Chamber. 3 on A. 1, 2, and then Neon somewhere else. There's 3 on A. This is kind of similar to what I was talking about with my last student. We just identified 3 on A. We could probably just run over to B and just take it. Ignore this altogether. You're running into a stack. You see all this information that you're missing right now? Right? This is where you would take the initiative, right? Because this entire time, there is no threat. If you stand right here, there's no threat.
One's wine.
There's KO, Neon, Chamber, 3 towards A.
Yeah.
And you could have said right now, it's like, there's 3 on A, let's go B, question mark?
Mhm.
Man, that's a ballsy knife.
Yeah. I had a feeling you were gonna say something.
I mean, it's not bad, because the rain is actually ready to, like, trade you. So it's not terrible, but I feel like your thought was, let me get across to wine as quickly as possible. This fight's not going to be advantageous for you if you're jumping, though. If, let's say the Neon's there, right? You're now in this... Ooh, I mean, it works as a right click, but it could have been bad.
It could have, yeah.
Could have been bad. And you probably would have been killed on the way across.
Jen.
You saw one there too, I think. Right side of the smoke. Yeah, there he is.
Yep.
The answer to the question of what you should have done this round was identifying early on, and this is your job as a KJ more than anything, is because you're not an aggressive character, right? You're not someone who can really take space. You're more of a post-plant character. So you're the one that's going to be clutching on T side, right? So Neon, say Neon's here,
One's wine.
KO's here. Saw Chamber, there's 3A. There's 3A. Let's go B. That's the difference in this round. So anything else that happens here is a moot point because we didn't make a good macro decision for our team.
Okay.
Also, don't do that. Okay. Right
Peek
here.
with util? Yeah.
Yeah, never peek with util. Never peek with util, right? This is like 101, okay? The turret doesn't need to be placed right there. You can just place it on a main right there to help support you. I think you're placing this to clear out the left and right hand side. There's better ways of doing that.
Yeah.
You have a Reyna, right? There's better ways of doing that. Reyna can go in and clear, and you can just like you can go left, she goes right, sort of thing.
Jen.
Okay, so we'll move ahead.
Save.
Whenever we're on a save, we want to try to get a BAM going, a bare ass minimum. At this level, it's not going to be as prevalent, but what you can do is generate this bare ass minimum for yourself. Your goal is to get minimum 1 kill. On every eco, you should say minimum, I want to get 1 kill. Because that will help you long term, financially. So what you could do is even say to Sky or say to Reyna, bait me, I'm going to go in, bait me for a kill. If you die and they get that kill trade or whatever, that's your 1 kill. That still counts, right? You want to get your 1 kill. And then hopefully if you do that, one of your other teammates can get a kill off of something else too. And all of a sudden they're financially going to be in the tubes. It's how you get the small victories. If you're feeling unconfident, sometimes the best move is to use yourself as a sacrificial lamb to help support your teammates.
Okay.
You could throw a turret through here to identify how many people are on the site, or if you can identify where they are, so when you swing out, you can take a better fight. This is where you can throw utility out. Not a bad turret. Just get the bomb down. So your goal here, get the bomb down. This is bare ass minimum right now. If you get the bomb down, it's a big win for you. We got 1 kill. This is really good.
Yeah.
This is really good.
That made me mad because my teammates kind of just hid and let me die.
Okay, so
That's how I feel about it anyways. I could be wrong.
okay, how can we take extreme ownership on this though? Let's see what you do here. Let's listen.
Oh, what the heck?
I saw the flash. I could have.
Yep,
Yeah.
you did. Here's what I would do. Because you've been punished by this, you will never make this mistake again. Here's what I would say. I'm planting the bomb. Can someone cover me? Someone cover stairs for me? Cover stairs, please. Cover stairs, please, please. What the fuck?
Okay.
Why didn't you cover stairs? Then it's on them. It's on them. It's not on you because you've given them all of the information they need to do. These guys are too busy having a party in Boathouse right now to realize what the hell's going on, right?
Yeah.
So all you need to do is communicate. So extreme ownership is on you to make that calm.
Okay.
If you make that calm and you still die, you can rest easy. You did everything in your power to make that work. That's not on you anymore. At that point, Muffbutt, you're right, Tyler. It is the teammates' fault. You have absolved yourself of all guilt. You did everything you could. When you're playing with a better team, they would cover you on that one. Sometimes you just gotta chalk it up. At some point, it would be your teammates' fault if you have absolved yourself of all guilt.
Okay.
But in this respect, it is now your fault because you did not communicate it. This is still winnable. This is a huge round for us, even if we don't win it.
Good job.
Massive. That probably locks us down a whole round win, or a whole game win right there. Because we should statistically win this next round, which makes it 11-4. At some point, you're going to probably drop a round. But right now, this could literally like set us up for the entire game.
Yeah.
A round win here guarantees us pretty high percent chance that we're going to win the entire game. When they are weak on money, we need to accept the fact that we can just run in and just win this round, win the game. Or win this round in total. because we're gonna outfinance them. Right? We confirmed right there they're on eco. You just took a sheriff shot. So let's take some good fights here. Let's be aggressive. They push through B main. That's a tell, right? This could be aggressive too.
Oh, I don't know if it's this round that I mess up. I think it is.
Okay, you are now a lurk because you're not with your team. Okay,
Yep.
you're falling back. You are now a lurk. You must live.
I don't.
Okay, they're on eco. Okay,
Mhm.
what fights are they looking for right now?
Close range.
Close range fights. This smoke is a big threat.
Mhm.
And I love your knife. I love looking at your knife. But
Yep.
in this case, I really don't want to see it because I am worried. I am cringing right now that someone, namely Neon, is lurking in this smoke, ready to pop you in the head. We're good. Whew. Could
Not
have
yet.
been. Could have been.
Not yet.
Could have been.
Wait for it.
You could die from behind you.
Yep.
Oh, called it, baby. Let's go. Let's go, chat. Round of applause. There it is. When they're on eco, we need to assume that they're going to take really ratty angles, close range, right?
Yep.
Your role as a lurk is to stay alive. I love that you're taking space, but you didn't need to take space yet. Once your team hits the site with bomb, that's when you can start moving up and flanking. Okay?
Okay.
Valorant's a book, and this guy's the author. Damn straight, Tyler. Damn straight. Write this shit. I never seen it. Never saw this font before. Never saw it. All right. Makes sense? Any
Yep.
learnings there?
Definitely to check my corners a little bit better, but also pay attention to like their eco more, for sure.
Better. I was going to say, check your corners. No, you should never have been in that situation at all to have to check that corner. Because it never should have been you pushing in at all, right? So definitely not check your corners. It's more of a, if I were them, what would I do?
Okay.
Right? I'm going to look for these cheeky angles. I'm going to try to get a couple of weird kills, right? Just by seeing what money they have will tell you how they're going to play. That's why your tab key is so important. So important.
I might when the new one comes out, but don't really like it too much anymore. Mine's B main.
Follow the dog in. Dog should have cleared right. I didn't see if you looked at it. You could leave a turret here. If you leave a
Okay.
turret here, you could check to see if they're going to push through the smoke.
I might grab orb.
Dangerous, but unlikely he's going to push you. They need to win this round, so they're not going to take any risks. They're going to play pretty passive here. They're going to give us space. They have to win this round. It's a non-negotiable. So this is going to be a really slow round altogether. If we had this turret down here, we could clear the fact that they're not going to flank us. Right now, we're kind of worried about it.
Yeah.
Turret here on mid would be good. Are we ready to take this fight?
I don't think I was.
The easiest fix you can have for a lot of your confidence issues is just putting your utility out, making sure you're ready, then peek. Okay?
Okay.
Write that down on a sticky note, put it on your monitor. Utility down, animation, then peek.
Okay.
Because you weren't ready for that fight, and you could have saved. Ooh, definitely no utility there. I think what happened there was you were playing Call of Duty, and you
Maybe.
decided to throw a nade, or a tomahawk or something that would have instantly killed him. You're playing the wrong game, right? In this case, we never want to throw grenades at someone. We just want to shoot them. Just shoot them. It's very simple. Throw the turret here. Throw the turret underneath.
Okay.
The other option is to throw it right here and use the turret as like a defensive mechanism, so you can peek around the turret, so that when they're shooting at you, they might hit the turret, not you. Okay, use it as a human shield. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, if you had the turret down there, you would have been able to defend that position a lot better.
Yeah.
You don't need to get a frag with the turret, you can just use it as a human shield. That would take a couple of more extra shots that, you know, could have won you that fight.
I have ult.
So in that situation, you put a turret down in a place where it was going to be instantly destroyed, so you got 0 value out of your turret. You didn't need to use it to identify if someone was there. We knew they were there, right? That's the only time you put that there, is if you need to figure out if that's where they're coming from, right?
Yeah.
Could be aggressive here. Okay, we're in a situation now where we're not quite there yet, but you're flicking back and forth. This means you're out of position. Okay, anytime you get in a situation where you are flicking back and forth, right? 1, 2, flick back. Oh, try to flick back. Oh, where are they coming from? I don't know. You're in a bad position then. Okay, that's how you know right away. That's how you can identify it, right? So where do we need to be in difference? Maybe we need to hide ourselves into this corner so we can't really get peeked from mid if we're worried about a mid peek. Or maybe we got to say, hey, Brim, can you cover mid so I can move up? Or something along those lines.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so now you don't have to worry about it because Brim's got this side, right? He gets first contact over there. You'll be okay. They could be in B main right now. We didn't do anything towards it. They could be in B main right now. They could be on that corner peeking you.
Yep. And I have no gun.
You have no gun. They could break this, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure with like an Odin or something.
Gun out,
Nice.
clear the site first.
Yep.
The order of operations for you is going to be a big thing. You're thinking utility first, gunfights later. Okay, you're thinking you have to switch that. Clear, and then use your utility. This is a character that is going to be post-plant specific. Is the bomb site clear right now? Do we know for sure?
No.
No, they could still be stairs.
Yeah.
Right? Good kill. Good kill. So you identify in your head that the site is clear in this situation. So it had to have been clear because you just did that. So they're not running through smoke, which you cleared with your mouse. And then the only place they could have been, you swung a little wide here. You could have cleared it one angle at a time. But the only place they could have been was CT. So you had your crosshair towards there. That made it easy for you to raw adjust. You are moving and shooting. Once again, shooting error is going to be a big thing for you.
Okay.
There's another one CT. You don't have to take a fight right now. This is good. You could actually just hold this angle and wait for them to go towards stairs. Okay?
Okay.
Your sky will die, but you can catch one going this way. Right? Don't have to swing. Don't have to. Oh, didn't have to do it. But good.
Yeah.
Play the timer. Play the timer. He has an idea of where you are, but he doesn't know 100%.
Yeah.
Okay, we got 2 rounds left, I'm guessing. Oh no, you have a little bit more of an extension there, so This might be the last round. Has this been helpful so far?
Yes,
Alright,
very.
So after
Good.
this game, I am going to end it.
Unfortunately, I didn't get to do notes on this one, so you didn't get a full extensive VOD.
Okay.
But it gives you kind of a demo of what we're doing.
But I will be streaming later on in the weekend. I will let everyone know. Of course.
The other thing I was going to say is that it's very difficult to be a streamer and a competitive Valorant player because you need to usually put one thing ahead of the other, right? If you're talking to chat right now, you're kind of distracted. It's kind of like what I talked about in the last VOD, is that you look at your phone, and then there's a certain amount of time, I can't remember the exact amount, I'll have to look it up, that you are like consistently distracted and you can't focus. You actually lose focus for a certain amount of time. I think it's up to 40 minutes before you refocus and are able to complete a task to 100% of your ability. So it's extremely difficult. You're gonna ask something?
No, I agreed.
Yeah. So being
I
a streamer,
usually,
go ahead.
yeah, I usually don't stream comp. If I'm streaming, I'll do unrated because I know I can't focus. But again, this one was kind of an accident.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's a great thing if you're being an entertainer, but like you look at Tens for example, he doesn't really look at chat at all. I mean, he's got millions of people talking to him, right? So it doesn't really, there's no point in him even looking, but he'll every once in a while look down after he's done whatever he's doing, right? And he's practiced that focus, that mental fortitude. But for the most part, we're all kind of susceptible to distractions in our own brain, which take away from our own performance. So these are little things that you want to be thinking about that could be holding you back and taking away from that confidence. Okay. So what were your top takeaways from today?
I definitely think I need to be more like adaptable in the sense like placing my util in front of like a main, for instance, because they tend to group up there, like rush through it. So I definitely feel like I should be more adaptable with my utility and even placement. And I really, what's it called? I'm blanking now.
It's okay. You had a long day.
I did. But definitely, like clearing like game sense overall, I guess. Like I kind of expose myself to a lot of angles at once, and I feel like I should be more meticulous with like clearing my corners kind of thing.
Yeah. One thing that I've done in Valorant that helps a lot, I was doing it last night on stream, was I would go into a practice room. So the range, for example, I would set up a sage wall straight ahead. And I would use the sage wall and peek out and individually try to peek out on bots, right? So I was trying to individually, one at a time. I don't want to double peek 2 bots at once. And that tends to help a lot with just tooling that skill of individually 1v1ing people. So that's one way of doing it. The other thing that we talked about too, if we go back, I can't remember the exact time code it was, but when we were looking at the pathways into the bomb site, understanding the difference between peeking an on angle and an off angle, right? An on angle is going to be that A main peak, right?
Yep.
An off angle is the pathways that people will frequently travel to be able to get into the bomb site. Another one that's very frequent that we didn't identify was someone running towards switch to close the door. That's one of the most common ones you'll see on an A rush. That one right there. So how do we position ourselves to take a fight that's going to be advantageous? We actually want to take that fight from Dice right here as he's about to get to that point. So we want to be coning ourselves or angling ourselves to fight there, okay, as opposed to that on angle. It's a very, very important thing to understand. This will take you to the next level, being able to identify those pathways. Think about how you run into the bomb site. What is the most advantageous way for me to get into the bomb site to be able to single out fights and be better with it? What do I want to do? Where is it most scariest, right? What part of the B take is the most scariest when you're running into B main? What do you think?
Like main and the market area.
Right on the entrance is
Yeah.
the scariest thing. Okay.
Yeah.
The next angle would be this one, which is early on. So this first angle you get through passive and op. And then your next angle fight that you have to worry about is right here. Okay. Your next one is right here when you go onto the
Yeah.
B-bomb site, because there's so many different angles you can be attacked from. Right. Once you get through this one, stress is gone because you've eliminated someone at that point. Right. So thinking about the pathing onto the site is very important, right? Where do I want to take these fights? The next fight I'm going to take is right here if I'm on defense. The fight that I next want to take is right over here, right? Or even better, if I can, from CT, from this angle right here, let's fight them here before they get into lane, right? That scary part where they're looking towards CT, but then they flick over to this viewpoint here to watch for someone on site, because now they have to look that direction, or they have to look towards CT and make a decision, right? That's another really good angle that you can fight. Okay. Some of the other pathings that they'll do on this bomb site is they'll go across here to go to stairs, right? So instead of peeking down a main from this defender position, peeking down here, we can peek this angle right here, just in front of logs.
Yeah.
Right?
Angles.
All angles. Yeah. Cool. I like that one. Any other takeaways you got?
I should be more confident. I play passive and scared a lot, and I'm here to learn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't be
it's-
afraid to be punished.
Yep.
You should be excited to be punished because it's making you a better player, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what your ultimate goal is, if you want to be a pro player in this or whatever it is, or you just want to play for fun, but it is uncomfortable to lose, for sure, but we
Yes.
need to understand, as human beings, our biggest opportunity for growth is when we are placed in uncomfortable situations. So embrace the fact of you being uncomfortable, okay? In all things in life, not just in Valorant. Be uncomfortable, right? The times where I was able to progress the most in my life so far is when I was put into an uncomfortable situation I didn't like to be in, but I accepted the fact that I had to be uncomfortable in order to grow. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
Beautiful. Good. Any other takeaways you have before we close off today?
I think that's about it.
Okay, awesome. I hope that was super helpful for you today. I really enjoyed doing it. Sorry I didn't get it all done before. It was like
It's
on
okay.
spot, but hopefully there was still enough value for you there.
Yes, thank you so much.
Excellent. Okay,
I really
you can always,
appreciate it.
yeah, no problem. You can always reach out to me if you ever have any questions over Discord, anything along those lines. Feel free,
Okay.
and then we can go from there. Okay.
Yep. I'm ranking up tonight.
Yes, you are. Yes,
Yes.
you are. Round of
Alright, have a
applause for
good
Lexi.
night.
All right, have a good night.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I am tired. Man, that was a lot of work. Clap 2. You like that, eh? Is it clap 2? Is that what it is? I promised someone a raid. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, the gifted subs. Thank you so much, Lexi. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you so much for those subs. Appreciate it. Wow. Whoa! Whoa!
Is that Epsom salt? Is that my...
Chica's not streaming right now. I was supposed to raid her today.